It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we've got a rematch of last year's wild card round in the NFC playoffs. It's the Rams and the Lions under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. It's the start of a new season in the NFL. Welcome to our first Sunday of 2024 with football. Mike Tirico, my partner this year, Greg Olsen. Greg, so excited to be with you and so excited about week 1. You build it up, you talk about it for 6 months, but when it arrives, man, it feels so good.
And it's really the only week of the entire season, Mike, where all 32 teams are all dreaming the same thing. Playoffs, Super Bowl hopes. This was the best offseason any of them have ever had. And on top of that, it's the excitement and the hope in these...
It is a new era for us here at EA Sports. We are set to get it started, and off we go with the Sunday night opener for 2024. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by former #1 overall pick and Super Bowl champion with the Rams, Matthew Stafford.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. Can be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
Room to run inside the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I am excited to see what's in store for us that these games finally now map.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
#1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Tight end going in motion here. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Lions offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
This throw left side taken in by the rookie wide receiver. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. Here's the Lions punt team now. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll begin here on the ground. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately his passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll manage only the 34-yard line. He's brought down after a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. To the ground, he'll get it again. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. What I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stop the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Back to throw is Stafford. That one complete to Johnson. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Taking off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Motion man set right. Stafford now on 2nd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's a 1st down. And it will be a gain of 8. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And it'll be brought down right around the 40. Marcus Davenport signed away from the division rival Vikings on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to motion the tight end over here. 2nd down, it's Stafford. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
I love the timing between the receiver and the quarterback. It's a really nice route. He's going to take this up the field, and then when he pulls that string back and he comes out of his break, the ball is there immediately. You can't wait for the receiver to actually look. This ball is well in the air before that receiver comes out of his cut.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Play action now for Stafford. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. He is in. Touchdown, Lions.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point is up and through. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams offense back onto the field for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score, as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for the Rams. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Lions offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. Off play action. It's Stafford. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Again, it's Stafford. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we are here at halftime, the opener for the 2024 regular season, as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports halftime report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the visiting Ravens who were able to come in and take this one on the road. Joe Flacco, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. From there, we head to Hard Rock Stadium to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Chad Henne, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. And finally, on the season premiere of Monday Night Football, take 2 for Aaron Rodgers, the Jets and Niners from Santa Clara. We saw a vintage first half from the veteran Matthew Stafford. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
First half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it.
Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
First and 10. To throw is Stafford. Quick throw, taken in.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. To the ground, a first down run. And he'll be taken down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Ball at the 3, second down and goal. A tight end in motion now. They'll try to run this one in. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his second touchdown now here in the season opener. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Rams offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Ooh. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Lions offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
Stafford now on 1st down. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Going up top. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down. Stafford. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Loose inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job.
In trouble. Down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Rams. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The motion man is Johnson. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. Not much there. Maybe a yard. They'll stick with him again. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away. They'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Now they'll set up to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. A shotgun snap. He'll look. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
The Lions offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And this has been the start of the season you hope for. You held serve at home, have the lead here in the 4th quarter, and now it's all about bleeding down that clock. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Stafford now. That'll be intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Back to the air once more on second down. Got his receiver on the in cut. He's got it. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Rams first down. He'll drop to throw. Got a man left side. It's caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now a give up the middle. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the Rams first down. They only needed 1, but it's a gain of 6, and it'll move the chains. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Rams are able to edge a bit closer. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. So it's a win here for the Lions. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.